what has been some of the most eye-opening things that maybe you didn't realize that you were going to encounter or expect? And then what would be something that you like, oh, I forgot this, or I should have planned for that? What would be
Yeah.
your thoughts on those?
The first thing that into my head was I wore the wrong boots one year. I wore like a work boot instead of a hiking boot. That was a huge mistake. So from a gear standpoint, my gear was not on point, but that was also a learning experience where like I wasn't wearing merino wool. I was wearing cotton and I got cold and wet and like sweating and it just didn't work. Okay. So obviously the gear, but the thing that most people are going to run into when they go to a different state is access. Okay. There's not just a parking, there's a lot of places where it's not just a parking lot that says park here,
Yeah.
or you see a fence line. And this happens a lot with walk-in, and they do it purposely that way.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So they say something is walk-in, but then from the fence that you see, you'll see one sign that says, this is not walk-in. And you can literally see the next sign, maybe 20 yards past that. So there's a 20-yard buffer from the road to the actual where the walk-in starts. And you're not allowed to walk across that. You have to find the other area, which is extremely difficult at some points,
Yeah.
where you have to walk way around something to get back into it. So it's not just a little walk into it. Um, Access, knowing where you can and can't go. Certain places like, for example, Nebraska
That
has
road.
some ground. What?
Remember we found that one road that we could access the backside of I think it was some state ground, and we ended up
Yeah.
camping back there, like knowing what roads you can be on too.
Yep. Knowing what roads are very important. And dude, you have to call because there's a number on a road and it says it's a road, but then at certain times of year it's not a road. So
Right.
there's that. And the other thing would be, if you're doing like a walk-in, here's a perfect example. If you're going walk-in in Kansas, walk-in in Nebraska, walk-in in, um, North Dakota. I'm trying to think of other states with good walk-in. Anyway, there's other eastern states that are like this too, but they're only walk-in. The landowner is only given permission walk-in for bow hunting, or has only given permission during the archery season or all year round, except for pheasant season. So, and if pheasant season overlaps with deer season, well, then you can't you can't deer hunt in there because it's pheasant season. So a lot of times, like in certain states that like even in South Dakota, the second pheasant season comes in, they close their walk-in down and they pheasant hunt it, and you can't deer hunt it. So it's just doing a little bit of research, knowing where you can go, knowing where you can't go, talking to people. It's almost like being a detective a little bit, where you have to do some research, try to find leads or whatever, talk with people. I'm lucky. I know a lot of guys who travel to hunt, and they've helped me out in the past, and I've helped out some guys in the past by maybe sharing some pins or, talking about specific areas, what we've seen, what we haven't seen, all of that kind of stuff.